Interesting people, and today is no exception. I have two wonderful young people that are with us on the program today. We have John Francois and also Donica Stewart. John is the president, and Donica, is the chief operation officer. And the reason I haven't told you the name of the organization is because I'm building up here. It is called S.O.B. Vision. So first of all, welcome John and Donica to the show.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? It's a privilege to have us. Thank you.
Well, John, you're going to have to really take the lead here, and you've got to tell our listeners, because they're already going, huh? What? S.O.B. Vision? So tell us what that's all about.
Well, basically, that was the main intention of calling it S.O.B. Vision. It started back about 5 to 6 years ago when I was in church and the pastor was preaching, and he was talking about how the young generation needs to step up for Christ. They need to do something. Imagine having a million Facebook fan page or people having all that type of stuff. If we do something for God, that's better because we're actually doing something that is going to be beneficial for everyone's life. So what I was saying in church, and God just basically gave me the name. It's S.O.B. Vision. And our Vice President, Winchell, he actually set everything up by basically telling us the meaning of it, which stands for serve, obey, and believe. Because you know how SOB have a negative connotation. So by changing that, that's basically what we're trying to use to attract people, to tell people more about God.
Well, I could have said that any better, and that's the reason I wanted you to say it. I just love that. Serve, obey, believe. That's the initials, S.O.B., serve, obey, believe. Now, you are a group of young people. You're doing several things. You're using social media to get the word out. You want to honor God, and I also want you to explain something very special that you did at the Broward Outreach Center in Pompano this summer. Now, I know you've been coming as a volunteer group. You've been doing a lot of different things, but something out of that, something grew, and you did something very special this summer. So maybe Donica would like to explain that.
Well, in the beginning of June, we had our summer camp, Love Rejoicing Summer Camp, and we held it for the past 4 weeks from 9 to 10:45, where the kids were engaged in various activities.
So let me just say, you did this summer camp for children that were in the shelter, and you actually held a summer camp just for them.
Just for the kids in the summer camp. They were so excited. Every week they're just ecstatic and just filled with excitement. We had arts and craft, we had movies, we had sports day, and at the end where they were given a certificate to just commemorate their achievement over the past 4 weeks. And they were so excited. The parents were excited, everyone excited, and I think they're ready for the next summer as well.
Well, of course, those same children will be there next summer, and they'll be able to go to summer camp maybe somewhere else.
Yeah.
But what I think is amazing is that you took an idea and said, these children are in a shelter. They're probably not going to be able to go to any kind of summer camp. And, maybe they're sad they're at a shelter. We always try to make it exciting while they are in our shelters. And what gave you that idea to do summer camp? I know you all have been volunteering in other aspects at Broward Outreach Center.
Well, basically, to be honest, I was sitting at my grandmother's house, and God said to me, have a summer camp. He gave me the name, he gave me the date, he gave me the theme of the summer camp and how long to have it. And I was like, God, you want us to have a summer camp? He's like, yeah, have a summer camp for the kids. And we presented the idea to the directors at the Pompano Beach location, and they were so ecstatic about the whole idea. And we just went forward from there, and the parents were involved, and everything just worked out perfectly fine. I mean, the idea came up, everything worked out as the week went by. The first week we were like, okay, we're going to have arts and craft, and the kids had the opportunity to paint us as leaders, and we have 2 more leaders in our organization. They were able to paint their faces and so on and so forth, and paint t-shirts and so on and so forth. They were super excited about that. So,
Well, it seemed like that each week that you came back, even some of them were like You came back.
Yeah. We had a young girl, and she was like, they're here, they're here. And they're like, okay, you want to go wake up everybody? She's like, sure. So she went to all the rooms. They're like, they're here. And all the kids came out. And we had a little boy. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was like, okay, you want to go put on your sneakers? He's like, yeah. Because we had sports day that day. He was like, yeah, we're going to put on your sneakers. He put on his sneakers, and everybody was like, yeah, let's go outside. Ah. So they were super excited about that. Yeah.
Well, you know, one thing that I try to really get the word out is that people have lots of ideas. We don't have all the ideas as staff, you know, at the different campuses in Pompano, Hollywood, and Miami. And we are always encouraging you, if you have a special idea and something that you would like to do here, doesn't mean maybe we can say yes to everything, but we like to say yes a lot around here. We are yes people. Yes, we'd like for you to do that. And if you go through the proper channels, then yes, we're going to try to make that happen as best we can, especially if you're doing the work.
Yeah.
And getting the children, the adults, you know, excited. I heard that the mothers even got some awards at the end of your camp.
So our CFO, Ayoka Brown, she made certificates for all the mothers, and when they read the words that were on the certificate, they were just excited. I even had a mother come up to me. She was like, you know what, I'm going to put this in a frame in my new house. We're like, wow. Her whole mindset changed. They're like, you know, even though I'm in a shelter, I have that mindset of getting out of the shelter with my daughter. And she was like, you know, I'm going to put that in my room, put that in my living room, and I'm so excited. And just to see that encouragement, you know, on her face, it's amazing.
Well, I really enjoy you all sharing, because there's somebody out there that maybe has an idea, or maybe is going to come up with an idea and was wondering how they would present it, you know, to us. And we want you to know, as volunteers, we have volunteer coordinators at each campus, and we want you to come get involved, sign up. Even if you don't have an idea, we have plenty of ideas too, and you can serve in so many different ways. Not only our food service, but education. I do always encourage, come up with ideas for children, do arts and crafts, do different things. I have one lady says, I'm going to sew pajamas for all the moms and with their kids, and it'll be matching. I thought that was so cool. So there's a lot of ideas. People say, well, I don't have much of a talent, but I could do this. And we always say, and you all said that you started doing a hygiene drive for the Broward Outreach Center. You might just want to mention how that went for you.
Well, basically we just collected various things. We had soaps and deodorants for men and women, and we brought it to the location in Pompano Beach, and we just presented to them, and just try to get as much things as possible. You know, many of us, especially women, we use a lot of products, but sometimes we lose sight of the men as well, so we try to get as much products for them as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, John, what's your website? Because I definitely want people to check you all out.
Well, our website is sobvision.org. We also has a Facebook page, SOB Vision. Facebook.com/SOBvision. You guys can visit our website and also our Facebook page also.
Well, I did check out your photo gallery, and you have a lot of different things that you've done throughout the community, and you have a little slideshow there. You even had one for summer camp. So I actually got to see some pictures of that, what you did at Broward Outreach Center in Pompano, and you have other places that you've been. You're all very young, you're all very enthusiastic, and I want to give you just kudos and tell you that you are life changers for men, women, and children. Thank you for being so young and not saying that that, you know, well, I'm too young, I can't do anything like that. You know, Ecclesiastes say, don't despise the youth, and definitely you are not to be despised. You are to be honored. And thank you once again. Thank you for sharing, and we're going to look for more great things to come from SOB Vision. Yes. You guys need to look up, go to their website, sobvision.org, and see that SOB is not a bad connotation, but it means serve, obey, and believe. Thank you once again for
Thank you
being
for
on the
having
show.
us. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.